Hello, my name is Candy and I'll be talking about my artwork. Our assignment was to create positive and negative space art, focusing on the manipulation of space and how we use it. Black areas are the negative space and the white are called positive space. So far, I believe that we went through all 7 elements of art already. So, we've learned about lines, shapes, forms, texture, value, color, and space. Value and form was implemented in our watercolor shading activity where we had to find different shades of the same color. Texture can be seen almost in every artwork we've done. Which material we use has different effect and texture look. Colors, lines, and shapes is also present in all of our artwork in some way. I've learned about how to shade and make the objects seem three-dimensional and realistic. I've also learned different brush strokes that give different texture and shapes. The shading activity that allowed us to play around with the lighting was also enjoyable but messy because of the dark pencils. My favorite assignment will have to be this space assignment. I enjoyed playing around with the manipulation of negative and positive space and how the image came out. The pros and cons of working online. First, the pros. I feel like the pros of working online is that I get to work at my own pace and do work when I feel comfortable. I believe this allows the work to be at its fullest potential since we have more time now at home. We also have to manage our time wisely so that we have time and meet the deadline. The cons, I believe, is the lack of advice and help. If we were in class at school, students would ask for tons of help and we would get more advice and tips on how to improve our artwork. However, I personally prefer online learning because I discovered digital art and tried it for the first time in this art assignment. I used my iPad and drew digitally. I found it easier to draw because of the tools available online in the application. We had the choice to do it traditionally or digitally, so I gave it a shot digitally. Traditionally is using a pen and a paper. I was happy with my decision because it was a lot easier to use the fill tool on the iPad than to physically color in the black areas with a black marker. I actually felt very comfortable and more proud of my artwork when I worked on it independently at home. The art teacher helped us by video calling the class and making us show her the artwork so she can help us develop it in a better way. I gained her advice on which version of drawing I should use and what I should add to my artwork. I personally think that the teacher did her best in helping us, and there's nothing that could have been better. My artwork reflects on negative and positive art because I only use black and white colors, black representing negative and white representing positive space. It wasn't a challenge to me to figure out what to draw. I figured we would be playing with the concept of space, so why not just draw space, like the galaxy with planets and rockets and stars? My work truly reflects my efforts because I've gone through planning, sketching, changing, coloring, outlining, and everything myself. I spent weeks on my artwork since I was new to digital art. I would score myself 10 out of 10 honestly, because I think everyone has their story beneath their artwork, and if I could have done it over again, I wouldn't have changed a thing. I am proud of my first ever digital art that is about space and the concept of negative and positive space. Thank you.
Here is a look of my artwork. As you can see, there are black and white colors only, black representing negative space and white representing positive space. You can see planets, shooting stars, asteroids, rocket, and many stars in the background. The diamond in the middle is used to contrast positive and negative space.